Welcome to Arcadia Radio.
Welcome back to Arcadia Radio. I'm your host today, DJ Kiv.
I'm Prags. Hi everyone, joining from Berkeley, California.
I read this book recently called Five People You'd Meet in Heaven, and I've been thinking a lot like about it and trying to think about like who I would meet. You know what I mean? Like who are those five people?
Yeah.
Who do you
That's
think?
Well, I think when I first read that book, I actually read it when I was very young. And for me, I don't think at that point in time, I felt like I'd met people that I had made a lot of impact in their lives yet. But I feel like once you read that book and you kind of understand more of what the author is trying to say, you realize that it's not always about the big impacts, and it's always mostly about like the smaller things that you do for these people. And so it's kind of interesting to think about, at least now that I'm like 21, I've lived in 3 different countries, to kind of try to like imagine who I would see or meet. Because I don't think it would be as obvious as like your parents or like your significant others. But I don't know. Who do you think you would meet there?
Yeah, like, I don't know. After you told me about the book, I read it deeply, and I thought a lot. I like sat on it, which with books, I mean, I usually read like fiction, but like with this, it felt like something I really had to think about. And then, I used to work a job where I'd like talk with a lot of people like on the phone and stuff. So I feel like maybe someone I had a conversation with there, a caller asking about something, and whatever I said spoke to them in that moment. It just kind of makes you realize like how small yet big we are here on Earth, like how much we mean to people. Like I can think of people like when I was younger that I've met that had like a profound impact on me. That I couldn't tell you their name. I bet they couldn't tell you my name, but like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with anyone like that, like when you were younger?
I would say so, but I think mostly for me, when I think about that book and when I think about who I would meet, I think there's like a quote from the book that really stuck to me, which was about how while life has to end, love doesn't. And in that sense, I feel like the friends that I've made along the way and I've lost, I feel like those are the people that I would see there in heaven as well. And, I think thinking about like one of my first friends I ever made when I moved, even though we're no longer in contact, I feel like meeting that person and being friends with them taught me such invaluable lessons in life. And I really hope that it was like a similar experience for them. And in the way that how we grew apart, not in a bad way, but we just grew in different directions and we became completely different people. But we really needed each other in that moment to grow in those directions. I feel like those are the kind of people I would meet. I feel like that's how I feel like I would have impacted someone the most. Because I think, especially once you're growing up and you're moving so much, you always expect friendships to last for so long, and you think everything's going to be forever. You are the top, where can you reach? Can you reach? You can reach the pool of me.
Brothers and sisters, I've got this feeling, and it goes something like this.
Arcadia Radio.
Can you feel it? 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 Feel it, 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 feel it. I don't think you understand. Yeah. Let me take you. Let me take you. We gon' ride the beat. Let's go. You are at the top. Where can you reach? Can you reach? You can reach the pool of me. All you gotta want to. My soul's so nice, but if I be, say if I
Arcadia Radio.
People come into your life momentarily and they teach you something, and then they, you just like grow in different directions and you move on. And I
Yeah,
think
I'm,
those
it
people.
it goes back to like the quote of like some people are in your life for a reason, some people are in your life for a season. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think about that a lot. I met a lot of people. I've also lived in various countries and met
Yeah.
totally just different types of people. But I remember this one time, I was in Zim, and I met this guy in a bathroom, and I gave him my I gave him my phone number. I don't know why. Like I did,
Yeah.
and like a year later, 6 months later, he texted me and he was like, "Yo," he remembered my name, he remembered everything. He's like, "Yo, do you remember me from this, and this? I want to talk. I want to see you again." Like it was like on some homie shit. Like I was like, I don't know.
Arcadia Radio.
go dry like left water. Oh, just open your heart, just open your mind, and let your love flow like the sunshine. The rivers run deep and valleys go dry like left water.
Arcadia Radio.
Well, this is like an Uber driver, but I think especially when people are sad or heartbroken, they tend to like seek comfort in the randomest places. And I remember this one night I was coming back from a concert actually. I left by myself because I was just so over it. And this was a 40-minute long Uber drive, and the Uber driver was just with me, and I was just spilling all my emotions. And it almost felt like a moment of like having like a fairy godmother in a sense, where she like picked me up and we just started talking about my feelings. And it's really nice, honestly, when you speak to these random people. I feel like that's when you feel the most impacted, is when you connect with a stranger so fast, especially when you have nothing in common whatsoever. And I still think about all the advice she gave me about how to deal with love when you're so young, how to deal with heartbreak, how to deal with your first heartbreak, and all these things. And she might have not realized we actually did end up actually also giving each other our numbers. I'm not gonna hit her up again, but it was just really nice in the moment to speak to someone who's had these crazy life experiences, but at the end of the day, we get to connect through the sole fact that we're just humans and we feel the same emotions. And I think that was just a really beautiful moment for me. And I still like sometimes think about that ride. It was really funny because she did like help me drunk call this guy. Like, it was a whole experience. But it's nice to kind of, and I think the most impacted I feel is when someone older gives me advice, because I tend to find that I'm usually the older one in like group settings, especially with like friends and stuff. So sometimes I feel a little bit confused and lost when it comes to, asking for life advice. And so I just feel very comforted when an older person tells me things will be okay, especially when they're strangers and I have no idea what's going on in my life.
Yeah,
And
it's
I think
almost it's like in those it's almost like I don't know, like when you're really close with someone, you kind of like like you know what they're gonna say almost,
Yeah.
but that unpredictability of like someone you don't know giving you and like taking their time to like understand how you feel, and knowing that that most likely will be the last time you'll ever see them, kind of it kind of hits harder.
Arcadia Radio.
System.